All right. Well, thank you for letting me interview you, Keith. My first question is, tell me a little about yourself regarding your profession and how you got started on your artistic path.
Since I'm a guitar player, I started with rock and roll music when I was early, I guess about 12 years old, and that kind of started me with instruments and interest in music. And then my mom, she kept a lot of classical music albums, so I started listening to those, I guess when I was about 12 or 13.
Can you think of a defining moment that made you choose your art form as a viable way to make a living?
Maybe I guess just right out of college. Well, first of all, there was a series back in the 80s. It was called Moonlighting with Bruce Willis. Do you know who Bruce Willis is? The actor,
Yeah.
You know Bruce Willis? And there was a series on there, and it was kind of like a side story on there. And the lady was a cellist, and she was getting her doctorate in music. And
What has been your favorite performance to date and why?
my favorite performance. Okay. There's a couple of different ones for different reasons. Like I said, I have a background, in the classical music, and with that, there was a performance I did when I was and I played a concerto, which is, you probably know what this is with the class, right? With a soloist and orchestra. I played with an orchestra in Jackson, Mississippi, and it was a piece by a Brazilian composer, Heitor Villa-Lobos, and that was really neat because I got to play out in front, and you have a conductor, and the orchestra all behind you, and that was a time playing with my daughter and wife, and we play festivals.
How often are you able to play at live events? And do you find them easier to play with your family participating?
Yeah. My genre of music, you're going to find that there's a lot of teaching responsibilities. But like last year, we were performing a lot. I wish we performed more. I was just thinking about that recently. Probably during the summer, we perform a lot more. With my wife, we do Celtic music, Irish and Scottish music. So we have a lot of festivals during the summer and fall. So in the summer, sometimes we perform 3 or 4 times for big festivals. And like the concert I was telling you about earlier, we do. But
What is the difference in teaching music at the college level compared to your school in Guntersville?
well, for one thing, you can give grades, right? So they have to do the stuff and range. I love teaching all kids, I really do. And so I can teach, you teach a 5 or 6 year old, it's totally different, and then maybe you have a college student coming in right after. That's what I'm talking about the academy, how it happens. You have somebody coming in right after that might be a college age kid that I'm teaching private.
Do you accompany any current or past students in live or recorded events?
Current students, yeah, I do all the time in recitals, but as like a performance or recording, no. I've got a lot of former students that do their own stuff, like in Nashville and all that, and are successful, but no, not recently, no.
Do you accompany any current or past students in live or recorded events?
I'm trying to think about that. Let's see. I do some original tunes that sort of have a Celtic flair to it, and we recorded 2 CDs, and of course the digital downloads and all that, that have songs that I've recorded. I've also done arrangements. I've taken like arrangements of, let's say, Mozart. I've done a few of his, and done it for different groups. Like I've done one that was published, a group out in, Washington State recorded it, put it on YouTube, and it was for a quartet of guitars.
Has music changed over the years? And if yes, how? Or how has your music?
My music, yes, definitely. Like I said, when I first got into classical music when I was a young teenager and grew, I didn't touch probably electric guitar very much. It was classical guitar and all that. And it changed quite a bit to where, like I said, now I'm performing Celtic music and everything. Jazz. I think you need to be versatile. I just don't think you need to just put yourself into one category. So it's changed a lot. Yep.
Okay. Thank you for the interview.
All right. Thank you. Good.